I have been getting requests from an activist friend of mine that I respect a lot about the situation with the Soul Room striking. So, the beings have been helping humans for a long time, managing souls, reincarnation, karma, guidance, answers, so many patents, so many things that helped humanity. And then the power thing took over and people corrupted, or they were violent to begin with and they didn't try hard enough to get it out of their systems. And so it became a situation where we were negotiating whether or not to put a being friend of mine into an infant so he couldn't cause any trouble for a few years. Go ahead. And he was scared shitless. He was like, oh my God, I have no idea if this mother I rolled into is gonna provide for me. I have no idea if she's gonna beat the hell out of me. I have no idea if she's gonna choose a man that does God know what. And he was scared. And then I felt, as I am very empathic, a lot of other babies say that is exactly how I feel. In my own life, I've wondered if I suffered some kind of post-traumatic amnesia, because I have very few memories of my childhood despite my clear intelligence, and I know that my mother was emotionally severely abusive. And so I have championed, oh yes, and my family, my nuclear family, my adult family with my children has experienced devastation in terms of violation of free will and terrorizing souls. So, in talking to the higher beings, when we pulled off the impossible almost to make wishes come true for people who'd earned so much karma by saving so many other humans and making so many people happy, that she deserved to have her soulmate on Earth. He deserved to have his soulmate on Earth. And so we made it happen with the free will consent of another human that was happy to go to heaven on behalf of creating this miracle. And the Soul Room, on watching the level of terror around this miracle, after all the other Exodus miracles and curses, to bring about a new world order for peace, as has been in the works for 3 years and, 7-8 months. So, they stopped rolling in souls automatically. They started considering how parents treated existing souls, as a lot of my life work has been about how do people who know about souls, they know about their own soul, they have their own soul needs for sure, how do they treat other souls? And so if somebody is thoughtlessly bringing another soul into this world without consideration for resources, without consideration for emotional responsibility, they might not have a soul roll into the biological creature that grew inside their belly. Because if they treat everybody just like other biological creatures that don't have souls, then there won't be souls inside of them. And what is the argument against that? People's naivete? How many people are listening to this dictation right now? Is there any naivete on what a soul is and how it deserves to be treated? We've been managing impulses in human nature, and the impulse to deny what is uncomfortable through psychological defense mechanisms. And over the last 130 years, psychological defense mechanisms has been quite an intellectual topic, because we see how human behavior distorts so wildly from its godlike nature as spirits are in a heavenly plane, they roll into a human body, they get treated in some animalistic way, build up a lot of psychological defense mechanisms, seemingly become lethally abusive, and then what? We're supposed to just continue to populate the world with souls? We're choosing families that we know treat their soul children like good soul children, teaching them, providing for them, nurturing them. It's amazing. There are millions of families treating their children well. There are millions of children grateful that they have no such impulse to behave as my Indigo Army children have been behaving. It's a sad, sad world. Fortunately, it was presented to everybody in biblical texts as revelations and the rapture, so that they would all be psychologically prepared for it.